Pokemon Soul Silver, but I bet I'm red. Basically, I use red exact same Pokemon, exact same moves. And since he has 3 starters, I'm just going to spawn them in each action. So after we Faulkner, I'm going to spawn in a starter, Bugsy, and so on. First, I will fight. Just Thundershock him down. Not too much. Faulkner. Thundershock. Like, I Thundershocked him 3 times. I think we attacked. Alright, I caught Charmander since I beat Faulkner. That's my next team member. And then let's fight Proton. I named Charmander 1 because Charmander was Red's first Pokemon in Origins. Thunderbolt 1-shots Proton Zubat. Then Thunderbolt 1-shot 2-shots Coffin. Next up is Bugsy. Dragon Rage is more than Ember since 40 damage is 40 damage. 2 Dragon Rage took it out. Then his Medbot and Kakuna went down to 2 Embers. Yeah, pretty easy so far. I'll catch you up later. Since I beat Bugsy, I got Bulbasaur as my next team member. I named him Twitch. He's follow my Twitch, TheMudkipCO. That's where I stream Assassin's Creed and all other Let's Plays I do. Alright, Silver time. Gengar goes down. Gastly goes down pretty easily. Now Dragon Rage does his Pokemon, says 40 HP, still does most of his health. Whitney's up. I use Thundershock, and if you notice that Pikachu's gender changed, well, I hacked in a Light Ball. He's not holding it right now, so I can get a Volt Tackle. So Pikachu has Volt Tackle, so he can get Volt Tackle. So I'm using the exact same moveset. I don't know if I clarified that yet. But yeah, so I Leech Life, Vince's Voltane, I put it to sleep, he ate Slumbear. I send out Pikachu, use Volt Tackle, bring it to red, paralyze it, uses Milk Drink, then another Volt Tackle takes it out. And Pikachu out too, I think. Nope. Next up, I catch a Squirtle since I beat Whitney. And I named it, I forgot what I named it, we'll see in a bit. I Volt Tackled his Ghastly. Next up is his Bayleaf, I use Ember, doing most of its health, another Ember takes it out. And his Zubat, I send Pikachu back out, I go for Thundershock, taking out 1 shot. Next up is Magnemite, I send out Charmeleon, and I use Ember, taking out 1 shot. Now it's 5-face Morty. War total, he goes for Squad, even Squad, yeah. I use Bite as he goes for Curse. I swap out, so put Gengar to sleep, then I Leech Seeded it. Next up is Pikachu, I go for Volt Tackle, taking it out in 1 shot. Next up is his Haunter, I go for Bite as he puts me to sleep, so I switch out to Charmeleon as he goes for another Hypnosis and Dream Eater, so I hit him with 2 Dream Eaters before he met Dragon Rage, before he puts me to sleep. Then he's Thundershock, taking him out. Next up is his last Haunter, I use Volt Tackle to take him out, and that was Morty. Since I beat Morty, I caught Lapras as my next team member. And I'm gonna hold off catching Snorlax till I beat Price, 7th Gym Leader, just because, you know, just spacing it out a bit. Alright, Chuck's time. I take out his Primate with a few Dragon Rages and Fire Fangs. I burn it with an Ember, then Fire took it out. Next up is Poliwrath. I go for Thunderbolt, bring it to about a half health. No, Thunderbolt brings it to, takes it out. Alright, next up's Jasmine. Training everyone up to level 32. Fire Fang 1-shots for Magnemite. Next up is Steelix. I throw out War Total. Water Pulse brings it down to half. It's confused. Uses Screech. Another Water Pulse brings it to red. Eats a berry. It's Ryan Tail. Another Water Pulse takes it out. And our other Magnemite is taken down by 1 Fire Fang. That was Jasmine. That was easy. Fighting Petrol. Thunderbolt 1-shots his Zubat. Next up is Coughing. Thunderbolt takes it out 1 shot. And last up is Eradicate. Thunderbolt takes it out 1 shot because all his Pokemon are weak. Alright, Double Battle time. I use Rider, and Blizzard hits Arbok, but doesn't take out Drowsy. Arbok falls off immediately though, and glares Dragonite, but Body Slam takes it out. And yeah, I just get Blizzarding missing 1 Pokemon, and Dragonite just keeps sweeping the rest. So yeah, I time to fight Price, and his ulti went down to a Pill Dance sweep with Venusaur. Yeah, just got lucky there. Alright, since I set up, I'll get Snorlax to beat Price, I caught one and I named him Chung. Alright, next up is Petrol again, and well, I just Thunderbolted his whole team. It's Coughing and Wheezing, they have low special defense, so Thunderbolt just sweeps through his entire team. So yeah. We fight him like back-to-back basically in this, really. Alright, next up is Silver. I lead out with Lapras, I go for Ice Beam, taking it out 1 shot. Next up is Meganium. I decided to send out Twitch to show off Sludge Bomb, and I Sludge Bombed it twice while I set up a Reflect. Then since I Sneasel, I send out Charmeleon, forgetting that he set up a Reflect, so my Fire Fang does about less than half, about half, and 2 Fire Fangs take it out, leaving me 8 health. Then I set up Magnemite, 1 Fire Fang took it out. Then Haunter's up, and I bit it as my special defense. I dropped the Shadow Ball. Next Shadow Ball took me out. Send out Snorlax to finish it off with the Shadow Ball, but I hit myself, and used the Mean Look, then another Shadow Ball takes it out. Alright, time to fight Proton again. Remember Proton, right? Well, Light Luck Part 1. Yeah, I missed Blizzard, and I keep hitting myself in confusion, and eventually taking out the wing attacks, as whittling me down with them. So now Lapras go for a more accurate Ice Beam. I wouldn't fuck with Blizzard, but I use Red's exact moves until I can get him. And Lapras is gonna be stuck with Blizzard too, that's fun. Alright, I use Shadow Ball and R-Block, doesn't do anything, so I saw her body slamming it, and that does the damage. Next up is her Murkrow. I send out Lapras, go for Ice Beam, takes it out one shot. Last up is her Vileplume, and I use Ice Beam to get out one shot. Alright, time to fight Archer. I flinch with Bite, then Aqua Tail takes it out. Then next up is his Houndoom. Aqua Tail takes it out one shot. The last up is his Coughing. I decided to switch out to Snorlax. I start I Shadow Ball, a Body Slammed it twice. I take it, Body Slammed it 3 times, but I missed because of Smoke Screen, and then he goes down. Alright, clear time. Gyarados is up first, and Pikachu's Thunderbolt one-shots it. Next up's Dragonair. I send out Charizard, and I got a Dragon Claw, so I start Dragon Clawing it away. It took 3 Dragon Claws after getting paralyzed him with an Aqua Tail to take it out. Next up is her Kingdra. I put it to sleep with Sleep Powder, and I start Sludge Bombing it just to whittle it down. I Sludge Bomb it twice, it eats Berry, then one Frenzy Plant takes out Kingdra. Next up, I like to see My Luck Part 2. So yeah, I get paralyzed, then I miss 2 Blizzards, and I just keep getting paralyzed over and over again for 3 turns in a row. We can blast my I send out Lapras, use that trusty Ice Beam, take it out one shot. Final Rival Fight time. Fire Fang, 2 shots to Sneasel. 1 shot to Sneasel. Next up is Magneton. Fire Fang brings it to red health as she uses Thunder Wave. Then Spark goes up next, I take another Fire Fang out with the Magneton. Next up some Taunter, I go for Pikachu Thunderbolt to do massive damage. Next up some Ganium, I go for Blizzard, and luckily for Blastoise, Blizzard hits twice, which I luck stayed for the Lance battle. We'll see later. Then I use Shadow Ball, then I just went for Body Slam to take out Kadabra on his Kadabra with Snorlax. Last up is his Golbat, Thunderbolt one-shot it. Alright, well, it was easy. Both his Zatus went down to 2 Thunderbolts. Sends out Jinx, I go for his Iron Tail, one-shot in it. Next up is Exeggutor, I send out Charizard, Flamethrower one-shots it. And next up is Slowbro, and last up is Slowbro and Zatus, and both went down to 1 Thunderbolt. Oh yes, I hit them both with 1 Thunderbolt, yes. Alright, next up's Koga. His Ariados and his Fortress went down to 1 Flamethrower because they're both bugs, especially Fortress, Bug Steel. I love Fortress, so I might do a run with them later. I use Air Slash on Muck, go for another, but I miss. He goes for Gunk Shot, poisoning me. And I decided to go for Blast Burns to hit and do a lot of damage, taking Muck out. Next up is his Crobat, he goes with Double Team, I go for Thunderbolt, taking it out. And next up is his Venomoth, last I should say. He goes for Psychic, I go for Hydro Cannon with Blastoise, taking it out one shot. Bruno time. Air Slash makes him on top to 1 HP, but he uses counter so it does nothing. Air Slash takes him out one shot. So now Venusaur, I go for a Petal Dance, take it out one shot. Next up is Hitmonlee. I send out Charizard, I go for Air Slash, bringing him down to 1 health as he goes for Swagger. I go for Air Slash, taking it out, looking at himself in confusion. Next up is Hitmonchan. I go for Petal Dance again, doing half each hit as I eat a Fire Punch, and then I put another Petal Dance, takes it out. So I send out Charizard to get rid of Venusaur's confusion. Go for Air Slash as a Machamp, bring out 25%, eats a berry, and takes me out with Rock Slide. Next up is Pikachu. I take it out with Thunderbolt. That was a mouthful to do. Alright, Karen time. I get confused with Snorlax, and Snorlax hits itself. So you use Double Team, but I use Ugly, hit a Giga Impact, bringing it to 25%. As I have to recharge, she swaps to Gengar, and I crunch it until she finally takes me out with the Destiny Bond after I take out Gengar. I send out Pikachu, but she sends out Vileplume, so I send out Charizard and Flamethrower one-shots it. Next up is her Houndoom, Blast Hydro Cannon one-shots it, and then next up is her Murkrow. After hitting Sucker Punch on my Pikachu, I go for Thunderbolt, taking it out one shot. Then last up is her Bombreon, take it out with the Sludge Bomb. Alright, Champion Lance time. Thunderbolt one-shots his Gyarados like all the other Gyaradoses. Next up is his Dragonite. I send out Lapras. He goes for Outrage, bringing me down to 25%. Then I use Ice Beam to take it out one shot. As Aerodactyl's next, I use Hydro Cannon on Blastoise. And then next up is his other Dragonites. I send out Lapras. He misses Thunder, and I go for Ice Beam, taking it out one shot. Then his Dragonite, he's Dragon Rush, and I guess send out Blastoise. I guess the paralyzation is a banned Blastoise. He gets paralyzed and taken out by a critical Dragon Rush. Next up is the Snorlax. I use Blizzard, taking him down to red health. Then I swap out to Pikachu. He full restores. I go for Thunderbolt. He goes for Dragon Rush, killing Pikachu and paralyzing himself. Then I send out Charizard, Dragon Pulse. He sets his Charizard. We Air Slash to the final, and I win my Air Slash. Alright, Gym Leader Blue time. Flamethrower one-shots his Exeggutor. Next up is his Rhydon. Petal Dance one-shots it for the Venusaur. Next up is Arcanine. I go for Hydro Cannon, goes for Flare Blitz, knocking it out in one shot. And next up is Machamp. I send out Charizard. I go for Air Slash to get a flinch so I can't use his Rock Slide, and now Air Slash takes it out. Next up is his Gyarados. I go for Thunderbolt, one shot in it. Next up is Pidgeot. I go for another Thunderbolt, one shot in it. The two shot in it. I use Thunderbolt, bring the yellow, then he returns me. That's bad. Then take out Pidgeot with the flamethrower. Alright, so face rain. For fitting this, I got the exact same level as Pokemon. So my Volt Pikachu's will attack, just got a Pikachu one shot. Except for Venusaur, I send out Charizard, I go for Blast Burn, taking it out one shot. Next up is his Blastoise, I send out my Venusaur, taking that out with one shot with Frizzy Plant. Next up is his Charizard, I send out my Blastoise and go for Hydro Cannon, one shot in it. This is the exact same moveset, by the way. I wouldn't be using Hydro Cannon and shit. Next up is Snorlax, I send out Lapras. I got Blizzarding it because 100% accuracy, but so Snorlax's high special defense does nothing, and he eventually takes me out with Crunches, blowing out special defense as I go up for Body Slam. Then I send out my Snorlax, and I go for Giga Impact, taking it out as it goes for Blizzard, doing nothing to me. Last up is his Lapras, so I send out my Pikachu, and I Volt Tackle it, taking it out. Look out for next challenge. I'm going to use Blue's Gym Leader team.